where the ocean meets the mansions, and the summers never fade. You walk a gilded shoreline through the dreams of the Gilded Age. Down by the ocean where the breakers roar stands a palace built for a Vanderbilt shore. Marble in the hallways, gold in the doors. Summer winds whisper through the 70 rooms and more. And the guide says softly as the sunlight pours, "Welcome, friends, to Newport Tours." And the sea wind follows softly past the marble and the roar, guiding you onward to the next great door. Alva's marble kingdom gleams white in the sun, 500,000 cubic feet before the work was done. A birthday gift, a gilded dream, Versailles reborn indoors, and the suffragettes still echo on those stately marble floors. History rises like a tide that never withdraws, where the stone glows pale and the echoes endure. You take another step on your Newport tour. Electric lights glowing in a house of French grace, terraces and gardens in a perfectly measured place. 40 servants moving like a quiet hidden force, keeping every silver line in immaculate course. You feel their footsteps in the parquet corridors. In the hush of the servants and the garden's allure, the road bends gently to the next grandeur. Ballroom shining like a moonlit sea, where the silver heiress danced in 1903. Heart-shaped staircase, laughter on the floors. Hollywood still wanders through those open doors. Gatsby's ghost lifts a glass and soars, where the ballroom laughter drifts like perfume on the shore. The avenue beckons, there's always one mansion more. Victorian splendor in a house of early days, wallpapered stories in 100 patterned ways. Before the Gilded Age had found its voice, this was the home of the rising choice. A grand old lady with a stenciled decor, through Victorian shadows where the past feels pure. You follow the maples toward the next demure. Gothic timbers rising where the summer winds play, Tiffany glass glowing like a captured day. 5 generations left their treasures in the drawers, whispers of the past behind the cedar doors. A cottage of wonder from 1844, where Tiffany glass catches sunlight like a captured day. The path turns onward in its quiet, gilded way. Shingle-style beauty with a Japanese line, open rooms flowing like a rhythm in time. Bamboo columns lifting where the breezes drift, architecture breathing like a natural gift. Innovation lives where the wide porch soars, where the shingles breathe and the open rooms explore. You wander forward, hungry for one mansion more. Italianate shadows in a house of painted grace, portraits watching gently from their 19th century place. A family's memory kept behind the doors, preserved in silence on the polished floors. A quiet refuge history adores, where portraits watch gently and the silence feels sure. You drift down Bellevue like a whispered detour. Doris Duke's mansion by the cliffs and the foam, where the ocean winds circle her long-lived home. On from the ages in a world of stone, a life lived boldly, yet often alone. The Atlantic sings through the open moors, where the cliffs meet the ocean in a thunderous rapport. The wind carries you onward to the garden's door. Topiaries dancing in a garden of delight, elephants and bears trimmed just right. 7 acres blooming where the summers glide, a playful kid
the garden roars, where the topiaries dance and the children implore. You follow the laughter toward the harbor's lore. Colonial calm from a century before, Georgian lines steady by the harbor shore. Maritime echoes in the wooden floors, a different era behind its stores. A quiet prologue history restores, where the colonial calm meets the saltwater floor. You feel the whole journey settle into your core. And when the last door closes and the shoreline dims to blue, you realize every mansion was a mirror reflecting you.